10 animals that never actually existed. Numerous tales about mythological beings, legendary beasts, and paranormal entities have been told throughout history. These mythical creatures have a place in folklore and are frequently a part of pop culture, despite the mystery surrounding their origins. Amazingly, despite the absence of evidence, some people really think that these creatures still exist. Therefore, the 10 legendary and epic mythical creatures on our list today, many of which people still hold as true, never lived. Number 10. Bubik. In a lot of ways, the Bubik represents to Czech mythology and tales what the boogeyman is to Western European and American culture. It was frequently depicted as a frightening creature that resembles a scarecrow and could make a baby-like scream to entice its prey to their doom. The Bubik is also said to weave cloth from the souls of people he has killed, and according to some of the most well-known legends, he pulls a cart drawn by black cats on the night of the full moon while acting like an evil version of Santa Claus. Number 9. Ghoul. One of the most well-known characters in Arabian mythology is the Ghoul, who first appeared in the collection of stories known as 1001 Nights. The Ghoul is described as an immortal creature that can also assume the form of an immaterial spirit. It typically enters cemeteries to consume the deceased's flesh. This is perhaps the main reason why the word ghoul is frequently used to describe gravediggers or other people in the death-related profession in Arabic-speaking nations. Number 8. Joragumo. Joragumo, which translates loosely from Japanese to English as the horse spider, fits this monster's nature completely in our opinion. In most stories, a Joragumo is a huge spider that assumes the appearance of a very attractive and seductive woman who seduces her male victims, traps them in her web, and then enjoys devouring them. According to Japanese folklore, a Joramugo was a bloodthirsty monster. Number 7. Minotaur. Since it takes us to the height of the Minoan civilization, the Minotaur is one of the first epic monsters we encounter in the history of humanity. The Cretan labyrinth was created by Daedalus and his son, Icarus, at the request of King Minos, and was home to the Minotaur, who was thought to have the head of a bull and the body of an enormously huge, muscular man. Except for the Athenian king Theseus, who slew the monster and was the only one to make it out of the labyrinth alive with the aid of Ariadne, Minos' daughter. Anybody who was unfortunate enough to get lost in the maze became the Minotaur's prey. Number 6. The Windego. People who are knowledgeable about psychology are likely familiar with the phrase Windego psychosis, which refers to a psychosis to consume human flesh. The medical word derives the name from the fabled creature known as the Windego, which the Algonquian Native American tribe believed to be a malevolent being with a zombie-like appearance that looked like a cross between a human and a monster. Only those who consumed human flesh were said to be susceptible to turning into Windegos. Number 5. Tarasque. The account of Saint Martha, which is a part of Jacobus de Voragines' hagiographic Biographies of Christian Saints book, The Golden Legend, contains information about the incident of Tarasque. The dragon Tarasque had a tremendously convoluted look and malicious intentions. He tormented the region of Nerluc, France, and was said to have an ox-like torso wrapped in a turtle shell, a lion's head, 6 short legs like a bear's, and a scaly tail that culminated in a scorpion stinger. 4. Sakoyant. According to Caribbean urban mythology, the Sakoyant is an exotic black equivalent of the European vampire, notably in folklore from the Dominican Republic, Trinidad, and Guadeloupe. The Sakoyant was passed down from one generation to the next, and legends surrounding them described a hideous-looking elderly woman by day who changed into a stunning young black woman like a goddess by night. She then used her beauty and dance to entice her victims so she could either drink their blood or make them slaves for life. Number 3. Lamasu. According to Mesopotamian mythology and tradition, the Lamasu was a guardian deity and who they described as having the form of a bull with wings, while others claim to have seen a creature with the form of a lion with wings and the head of a man. It was variously characterized as a frightening-looking masculine entity or a good-intentioned feminine deity. Of all, since a Lamasu only existed to certain people's imaginations, we can never truly understand what it is. Number 2. Broxa. Jewish urban legends claim that a Broxa is an aggressive, menacing bird that preyed on goats for their milk or, in rare instances, would go after human blood at night. In Northern Europe, during the Middle Ages, where people appeared to believe that it assumed the appearance of a witch in a female form or a demon in a masculine form, and assaulted people, the Broxa mythology rose to fame. Number 1. Dullahan. In Irish tradition and mythology, the headless horse rider known as the fiery and strong Dullahan can be seen. The Irish have believed in its presence for ages, particularly throughout the Middle Ages, and have depicted him as a foreboding figure who rode a dreadful horse with a severed head under its arm.